Good morning, friends, and welcome to our science Nearpod for today. So I'm going to go ahead and get you guys started. I'm going to be talking you through the Nearpod, and then there will be slides for you to put in your answers, okay? If you have any questions, you can message me on Teams or ask me because I'll be there to chat with you all day long, okay? So our learning goal for science today is I can demonstrate my knowledge about the scientific method in completing the process in an experiment. This is day 5 in your Slag. Go ahead and get your Slag out of your yellow folder, please. Go ahead, turn to page 12 in your Slag. Pause the video here if you do not have your Slag out so you can grab it before we move on to the next slide. So we are going to be doing our tennis ball bounce today. I'm going to read you guys the scenario and then we're going to go over the next slide and then you're going to go to the next slide in Nearpod after the video and answer a couple questions. So the scenario says, Cassandra is a 5th grade student in Orange County Public Schools. After school, she participates in a tennis club. She observed that when the tennis ball hits the tennis court surface, it bounces into the air. When she got home, Cassandra researched online to see what surface would cause a tennis ball to bounce the highest. There were a variety of answers. However, it seems that a concrete surface causes a tennis ball to bounce the highest. Cassandra wonders if changing the surface to tile or carpet would cause the ball to bounce higher. So on this slide, we're going to be asking a question. So what is the problem? What is Cassandra wondering? Go ahead and write that in your journal now. What is the problem that Cassandra is wondering about? And then once you write the problem, I want you to go ahead and make a prediction on page 12. It says complete the if, then, because prediction, which is your hypothesis in your interactive science journal. So I'm going to have you write it in your journal, and then when you're done on the next slide, I'm going to have you type it in, okay? So we're going to go back real quick. I want to remind you of what it says. She wants to research to see what surface would cause the tennis ball to bounce the highest. She saw that there were a lot of answers. She sees that concrete surfaces cause the tennis ball to bounce the highest, and she wonders if changing the surface to tile or carpet would cause the tennis ball to bounce higher. So think about what is the problem, what is she testing, and that's what you're going to put in asking a question up here. And then in the prediction, I just want you to fill this in. So it's either going to be carpet or tile or concrete, okay? Those are the only surfaces that are going to be tested in the experiment, and then you're going to tell me then what's going to happen and because why is that going to happen, okay?